Hello everyone, this is Sanjuro of Sanjuro Systems, and I thought I would share with you some more blade plugs. Now, I've taken a bit to designing a number of different styles of blade plugs. I think more for me, it's outletting a lot of my energy that I have, and I want to be able to create something a little bit different. And so I've created a number of different type of blade plugs. Each of them are pretty unique in their design. However, I'll probably be making a run of each of the designs. I now have probably 5, 6, or 7 different blade plug styles. And these are really the prototypes, and I'll be offering them for sale. Now, the prototypes are the finished product, really, but they're really to test the design and the fit of the plug and what it's going to look like in the Saber. So I'm going to be offering these for sale, again, on the FX Sabers forums. And let me show you what each of them are. Now this one here, that I'm numbering as number 1, is a 6-strut blade plug. It has a 3/16" acrylic. And then also it has several discs, 4 separate discs in it, a small disc at top, and then 3 larger discs on the bottom. Now, each of the discs do have engraving on them. The bottom disc, which blocks out a lot of light, has an engraved 2 rings in it. But the inner disc, like for example the top disc, which is blue, has engraving in Arabesh. And then the bottom disc has a ring or load lock mechanism design. That would be very similar to this design here on the bottom disc. And this bottom disc, you may have seen it in one of my other designs, has a number of engravings and cutouts, which are quite complicated. So this disc is approximately maybe an inch and a half long, and really designed to be set. It's a smaller blade plug and designed to be set inside the emitter and block out quite a bit of light. Let me show you what that would look like in one of my sabers over here.
If you strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you can possibly imagine.
There we go. I just powered up the saber. Here's one of my sabers I just finished building. And let me show you what that's going to look like. This would slide in this way. And it actually gives quite a nice look to it inside the emitter itself. And then when you power that on, you can see the light there. Now, even without it powered on, I designed these to have a really nice look at the top of the emitter, and I like the way that that appears. So let me slide that out there. So that's number 1. In terms of the other sabers, other blade plugs. Here's another blade plug I did. Very similar design, except this is just a 3-strut version. It does have a Jedi logo cut out on it. A little bit different colored plastics. And then this also obviously will set inside the saber. And again, gives a nice, real finished look to that, to the saber top that I like very much. And again, if you light this up, it'll block quite a bit of light. Here's another one. This is more of a Sith-themed blade plug, made with red acrylic, and the Empire logo at the top. And so those are the first 3. Now these first 3, numbers 1 through 3, I'll be selling for $30 each, assembled and shipped. Here's another one. This is a little bit different, quite a bit different actually. This is also a 6-strutted design. However, there are 4 discs, and the discs are set up so I wanted to look like kind of a crystal chamber, but more of a turbine engine look to it. Because this is a clear acrylic, I really didn't design it to be used in the saber to block the light. Instead, I used it to be designed to be in the emitter while the saber's off, because I really wanted to give that kind of a look to it of a finished hilt, finished saber design. And I really like the way that looks at the top of the saber. So if you're displaying the saber while it's off, it gives a nice, very nice look to it. Now this one also has the Jedi logo engravings on it, and then Arabesh engraved on the bottom. So that's number 4. Number 5 is pretty much the same design. The only difference here is that along the sides, I don't know if you can see it here, is I have these panels on the sides here. Each of these panels is glued into place, adhesed into place, and they have a circuitry engraving in them as well as Arabesh writings. This gives the same effect at the top of the saber, Jedi logo here, and then engravings in Arabesh at the bottom. And again, this is also designed to be set inside the emitter while the saber is off to give a nice finished look to the top of a saber. All right, and then my last one here that I've labeled number 6 is a Sith themed one, again with the panels on the sides, and then the Empire logo there in the center, and then Empire logo there on the bottom. Now these last 3 were a lot more complex to build, and I'll be selling these for $40 assembled and shipped. Well, these are again the prototypes. Depending upon the demand, I may or may not do more runs of these. I particularly like this 3 strutted one because I think it gives a real nice look to the top of the saber. Well, there you go, and thank you very much.